Hello, my friends, and we are back with Dwarf Fortress news. In local news, I started a new map that you can check out on livestream. It's a big anthill. It's a biologically accurate anthill. And I know you might say, how do you achieve this? Well, the animals outside are giant. They're bigger than we are. And as you can see here, we have a big mound that we have dug straight into the earth, like a little hill that we've made for ourselves right there. And we are successfully, with DFHack, which we're going to get to in other news, don't worry. But with DFHack, we now have a thriving ant colony. As you can see, another thing that makes them more like ants and less like dwarves is that I'm using DFHack to make sure that everyone is perfectly happy and would never have a tantrum under any circumstances, like good ants. Another big thing that we're doing to specifically make it imitate the biology of an anthill is that we have chosen and embark with relatively few trees, lots and lots of macro features. You're going to see these big caves like you're seeing now, big caves and pits. This fortress is very much shaped by the huge macro geology of this spot. And what else do we... Oh, we also have a whole level where we treat our nobles super, super, super good in the hopes of attracting our true queen or king, a monarch for this anthill. So when we become mountain home in Dwarf Fortress, that's slang for when your fortress is so nice that the king or queen moves there. That's going to be the end game for that. We're shooting for that specifically in this because we want our queen. And you're going to see, as I show right there, that circular that we're focused on right now. That circular feature is the queen's chamber. And then north of that, those square features that you see on the map in the top right-hand corner, those are various nobles. Those are her other, nobility ants. So it's going pretty good. And it's going pretty good because of DFHack. That is moving from local to international game-changing news. DFHack is now fully integrated into Dwarf Fortress for Steam, and it is so fully integrated that you can go on Steam and you can search DFHack and just say install. It's a quick install. It'll be 2 seconds if you have, high-speed internet connection. And then next time you boot up Dwarf Fortress, it will be installed for you. And that is a far cry. That's a long way coming from when you had to go on GitHub and you had to learn how to use GitHub and you had to copy certain folders. I'm sure that people who are really sharp with computers are that wasn't that hard. But you have to admit, for the community, as we grow, it has to have better GUIs. It has to have better user accessibility. And so now for DFHack, you just go to Steam, you search DFHack, Dwarf Fortress Hack, simple as. It's going to install. It's going to install on top of your copy of Steam Dwarf Fortress, and it is going to run in-game. The command is Control-Shift-D. I was confused by it. At first, I thought it had broken something, or it wasn't working, because DFHack in the past has always been Dwarf Fortress running in one window, and then a command line, hacker terminal. That's what it looks like if you, like a hacker in a movie, where it's just white text on a black screen, that kind of terminal. In a second window, but they have actually fully integrated it. I'm really, really excited. Props to the devs and everything for working with the fan base to take the best utilities. A lot of game devs are too proud to work with their fans or work with the community or bring people on who care about the project. But Dwarf Fortress is not one of those communities. We work together. We report bugs. The community is the devs care about the players and the players care about the devs, and that's really special. So to that end, DFHack now is, I believe, free to install alongside Dwarf Fortress. If you have Dwarf Fortress, you install DFHack for free. It's always been free. And then you can do anything. I'm actually going to show you some of the commands. And if you go back and watch my live stream, I started this with no hacks, 7 dwarves, and we were done. The giant savage animals had sent all my dwarves to the hospital. We were done. And I said towards the end of the live stream, maybe I'll try to fix this with DFHack. And okay, so now we're getting into it. Now I'm showing you. So Control-Shift-D brings up this window now once you have it installed. Again, just click install it on Steam. It should work. Right there, I'm showing a few really awesome codes that I use all the time. I've actually made videos about the best commands to use in DFHack. And you can check those out off the top of my head, and you're going to see here. Heal. Now you can search commands in DFHack. It's really, really smooth. It's so much better. This is the best DFHack experience I've had is the new version for the latest Steam of Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so right there, I'm curing everyone's unhappiness. That's how I get that ant effect of no one complains, no one needs amenities, everyone's happy all the time. I also just forced migrants which is a command. That's actually the old command. The new command is called migrants now, and that's what I'm showing. So yeah, remove stress all. You can save any fortress. A fortress that is ruined, like this one is. This is a great example you can see in the live stream. A fortress that is completely ruined can be saved with the following commands. Fast Dwarf, heal, what are the other ones? Remove stress. Liquids, if you need to like fix a feature, a geometry feature, or rather a map feature. Let's see. Yeah, you can, I'm showing right here, you can heal in a hospital, just immediately recover all their fingers and toes and limbs. And now I'm spacing, and I'm also looking at this footage, and I'm going too fast, but cleaning, typing clean, any keyword that you might think of as useful. And there's so much documentation because DFHack used to be hard to use, but let's see what I'm typing here. Super Dwarf, that's a new one I'm learning. It makes everything, sorry, I snapped before I finished the thought, but it makes everything the dwarf would do take one tick. Appropriate snap. And that's opposed to Fast Dwarf, but even just Fast Dwarf and Super Dwarf, and healing and migrants now, which specifically replenishes if there's some event where dwarves die or they're busy, or you just need more dwarves, you want to build an anthill very quickly, like I did. Migrants now, very, very helpful. And then remove stress all, so that it kind of takes the social aspect of like actually managing your dwarves completely out, and lets you run it like an anthill where they're just working purely for you, and they're just doing what you say. And yeah, this is all now like integrated in. So I've given the speech before about how Dwarf Fortress is like a fantasy simulation engine, and DFHack is what realizes that. So now that especially that DFHack is so accessible, you can enter the Dwarf Fortress modding community. Like you yourself can get into this now. It's very, very accessible. It's a really easy game to mod because again, the devs have done a great job of making it pretty almost like open source. It's almost like you can homebrew your own Dwarf Fortress. And so yeah, I would really recommend everybody checking that out. Looks like we're back to I think I'm just following. If you're still watching the footage, this is just, how my anthill is looking. And right now he's moving down a passage, which is a natural, I keep saying a natural feature. I think I accidentally said national twice. But you can see this is actually generated by the game, and there's pits. This actually turned out to be great because the map that we embarked on is very sparse in terms of like trees and things that the dwarves would like if they were as big as as they'd be imagined as humanoid. But lots of macro stuff like this huge natural tunnel, and then you're going to see like a pit that goes down to the center of the earth. I'm actually struggling with this map where it's starting to lag because it was so easy. There was immediate, just huge caverns, pits, and tunnels naturally, which is, that's how an anthill would work. You see an anthill in the cracks between two pieces of pavement. They're doing their best. They're working around these huge macro challenges. And so I was pleasantly surprised. This was actually a really lucky embark to make this happen. You can see on the left-hand side is that massive pit down to the center of the earth. So like I said, I'm having FPS issues because we dug in, and it did turn out to just be a huge map that really makes you feel like the dwarves, as they are in this simulation, are like ants. So this worked out really great, and it worked out really great because DFHack is awesome, and you can get it for Steam. So those are the two things to take home from this. I make really cool Dwarf Fortress maps, but I can only do it with DFHack. And like, if you go back and watch the live stream, it's an hour of Dwarf Fortress content that I did a few days ago. You'll see that I was giving up on the end. I was like, there's no way to save this map unless you cheat, which is what I ended up doing. And now it's pretty neat. So I think that's all I have, and it looks like I'm almost out of footage. Hope my voice hasn't, degraded too much. I've been taking a little break, playing some other games. Leave in the comments if you have any recommendations for like related games. I don't know what people are into. Somebody from the community, actually a few people said Subnautica, but I'm not super into it, to be honest. Eurojank is just not for me. But yeah, let me know. Like I've played RimWorld and stuff, and if you made it this far, if you liked the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. It helps motivate me to keep making these. Those of you who are still here for Dwarf Fortress content, I love you, and we are brothers and sisters and soul siblings forever, because this game is so weird. but it's really cool too. Okay, that's really all I have. So I will catch everybody soon. I'll keep you updated on the anthill if you'd like. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more videos of. Don't say undead whale. If you made it this far, somebody's going to say undead whale though. And I guess I do still owe you one. Okay, goodbye everybody. Good night.